Today we will discuss how relief funding affects your taxes. Disclaimer: the information contained here has been prepared by Civitas Strategy's Early Start and is not intended to constitute legal, tax, or financial advice. The Civitas Strategy's Early Start team has used reasonable efforts in collecting, preparing, and providing this information, but does not guarantee its accuracy, completeness, adequacy, or currency. The publication and distribution of this information is not intended to create, and receipt does not constitute, an attorney-client or any other advisory relationship. Reproduction of this information is expressly prohibited. In this video, we'll discuss the impact of different relief programs on your taxes, from state programs like the Child Care Relief Fund to federal programs such as PPP, EIDL, ERTC, and FFCRA. We'll also discuss the impact of in-kind supplies on your taxes, and we will talk about best practices to prepare for tax time during years in which you will receive relief funding. Both the state of Texas and the federal government have provided much-needed support to help childcare businesses make it through the pandemic. The funding will have varying impact on your taxes. A question we receive often is, if the state is paying these expenses, are they still deductible? The answer is yes. However, even though those expenses are deductible, you must report the money you receive from the state relief funding as income. This often leads to another question. Will my taxes go up? With the additional relief funding being income from the state, you are likely to have to pay more taxes, but only on the additional amount. We'll talk more about this in a bit. EIDL loans were intended to help your business through a disaster, in this case, the COVID-19 pandemic. The EIDL had two components. First, an advance that was a grant to the recipient of up to $10,000. The advance is not taxable and should not be included in your revenue on your taxes. Second, the EIDL included an option for a loan. If you took out this loan, it is a traditional business debt. This debt is not deductible or taxable, but you can deduct your interest payments. In regard to FFCRA and ERTC, the income from these credits is taxable and should be included in your gross income for federal tax purposes. You will want to consult your tax professional regarding these credits. In regard to the Paycheck Protection Program, otherwise known as PPP, the loan revenue should not be included on your federal tax return. The forgiveness of the loan should not be included either. Also, you can still deduct the expenses you covered with your PPP. In-kind supplies. In cases where you receive supplies rather than a grant to buy the supplies, there may not be a tax liability for you, but you should consult with your accountant or tax preparer to determine the best way to record the donation. Remember that relief funding isn't raising your taxes. You might need to pay more taxes because you received relief funding, but the only reason you are being taxed more is because the award funds are being considered income and you are being taxed on your additional income. Additional tools and resources are available at childcare.texas.gov, where you will find help and other resources in English and in Spanish. You also can access coaching at ecebizcoach.org, where you will have quick questions answered. You can sign up for coaching, and this is available in both English and Spanish. Thank you.